check, good. So I'm Max Duran, CWB Association Welding podcast. Today we have a really cool guest, Welding podcast.
The show is about to begin.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the CWB Association podcast. My name is Max Duran and I am here in beautiful Regina, Saskatchewan, my backyard, here hosting Skills Canada Compétences. One of the great things that we're doing here is we're interviewing all the executive directors of the provinces and territories from coast to coast to coast. Right now I have in front of me Chris Browton, who is here from Alberta. How are you doing?
Really good.
How are you enjoying Regina?
Regina's great.
Yeah, have you been here before?
I have been here before.
Yeah.
So from Edmonton, that's where our office is. A lot of similarities. I like the smaller cities.
Mm-hmm.
Commutes and all the rest of it drives you crazy. So it's lovely to be in a place where 15 minutes from anywhere.
From anywhere.
Yeah. The travel here was amazing.
Yeah.
People super friendly. Great venue. We've had a great week. Yeah.
It's funny. I showed my staff for a rush hour this morning.
Yeah.
There was 5 cars around me.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I was like, can you handle this? She's from Toronto, the GTA.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Can you handle this rush hour? It's like 5 cars.
Toronto, Vancouver, just numbing traffic issues. No, it's been a delight. I'm so glad that Regina hosted. Yeah. And like I say, we've had a great time.
And what do you think of the venue, of these facilities? Because they're new. You probably haven't seen this before.
No, I haven't. You know, we're fortunate. We've got a really nice venue in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And
Calgary just built a new one too.
Calgary just built a new one as well. But this one's got everything. You want to be under fixed structure. Everything wants to be in here, so it's well laid out.
Yeah.
Everybody's got the room.
Wide walkways.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's really good. And what I think is really cool is the fact that you've got the backdrop with mosaic.
Yeah. Yeah, the stadium right there.
The last time I was here, my son was playing in a hockey tournament, and so that's the last time I was in town. So unfortunately, not in football season, but tonight
you're gonna go.
We're gonna go.
Have you been to a Rider game before?
No, I haven't been to a Rider game.
Do you like football?
I do. I love football. I love all sports. I'm a sports guy.
I'm a sports guy too, but it's a beautiful stadium.
It's gorgeous.
It's a beautiful stadium.
Yeah,
we're very proud of it.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah. And we use it a lot.
Yeah,
yeah,
and you should.
Absolutely.
You should.
It was expensive.
They always are. It's part of the identity of the city.
Yeah, it is.
Right? It's a government town, but it's also a sports town, and that Rough Rider team is iconic in this country.
It is. And I always like to compare Alberta and Saskatchewan in terms of the two cities. So Saskatoon is like Calgary and Regina is like Edmonton. I always felt that. I lived in Edmonton for a short while. As a welder growing up, I was in the steel industry, and I worked for the mill here. I worked for mines. And then I went to Edmonton for a bit, and it was like the same, but bigger.
Yeah.
Right? And I very much got the same vibe of blue-collar living.
Absolutely.
You know, lots of tradespeople, and then you have the industrial areas, and everyone's like, oh, the industrial areas are ugly. It's like, I just see money.
Yeah.
Like, when I see refineries, I see money.
Absolutely.
Like, if you have a refinery in your city, your city's probably doing okay.
Yeah. There's a real respect for that in both of these places.
Yeah.
They understand the value of it.
Yeah.
Right? It's really, trades are just woven into the social fabric, I think, in our two provinces.
Yeah.
So we consider ourselves really fortunate to do what we do in a place like Alberta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how much of a team did you bring? What's the contingency?
Team count 62 competitors, and then a staff complement on top of that. And all told, I think we were 100 bodies.
100 bodies with volunteers and mentors and whatever
you
else.
betcha, coaches and staff team.
So 62, that puts you at, I think, second largest team here.
But behind Ontario?
Yeah, behind. No, that's a lie. BC has 69, Ontario has 60.
Okay.
You guys are at 62, so I think you're ahead.
All right, well, we'll see what the medal count is tomorrow.
Well, it all matters on Saturday morning. That's
Saturday.
all it comes down to.
You betcha. You bring your big team. We're looking for medal count. That's what we're looking for.
Well, and that's one thing that's interesting that I'd like to talk to you about, because it's something that we do in Saskatchewan quite a bit. Is we expect to win quite a few.
Yes.
And there's certain trades that we know every year it's either going to be us or Alberta.
Totally.
Welding.
Yes.
Every year it's either us or you. It's like that.
Well, and you can look at the track record, right?
Yeah.
We've been fortunate, the last, little while we had great success with Ben
Ben,
Rainforth.
yeah,
Oh, I mean,
we
it
loved
was-
sponsoring him. He was fantastic.
Yeah. And that's a real success story. If you can hit the podium at a World Skills,
Mm-hmm.
that is amazing.
I was in Kazan with my welder
Okay.
from Regina.
Yes.
And he got 9th, Adam Sebastian.
Yep.
And I remember being like, I just got a taste of it now.
I know.
Now we got to go all the way. Now we got to get that first place. And then Ben got 3rd.
Yes.
But we sponsored Ben heavily
Mm-hmm.
because we saw going to Worlds and getting 9th
Yep.
that we were happy to get 9th, but we didn't have what it takes to get higher.
Yes.
You got to have another level of commitment.
You do.
And when it came to Ben, we were like, okay,
Yep.
there's got to be money.
Yep.
There's got to be sponsors. There's got to be training time. There's got to be consumables. And it's got to be available to him
Yep.
at all times.
Yes, absolutely. We're grateful. It needs that kind of support, and it needs the right individual. He was intrinsically motivated,
Yeah.
great trainer.
Competitive.
We had the same expert,
Yeah, Ken
Heather.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
incredibly experienced.
Yeah.
So we were just
And
building.
from Red Deer Polytech. Great, great school. yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you guys are there for your
Yeah,
conference.
we're throwing our big conference
Yep.
here in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're
We'll
pumped.
be there. I don't know when this is going to air, but anyways, it's that's yeah. I'll be there,
happening.
and I'll be there as well. We'll see you
Awesome.
then.
Yeah, no, it's we already got 180 people registered for Weld Industry Day in Red Deer.
That's
so
huge numbers.
hopefully they'll show up.
Depends
know
on
how
what.
it is.
Yeah, I know. Depends on what you offer them.
Yeah.
All I know is that our session is the last session of the day, just before the social.
Oh man,
Tough spot.
And we
tough
have
spot.
we have like a VIP party set up.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be going to on a shuttle to a bar.
Mm.
I got karaoke booked, dude. It's gonna be a party. But anyways, back to
Okay,
skills.
back to skills. Back to skills. Enough of that. Okay.
Yeah, like I mean, welding is awesome.
yeah,
But yeah, back to skills.
that's right.
So you came here with 62 people, and out of those 62, I mean, I know everyone wants to try their best and do great, and
Yep.
everyone's a winner.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no-
of course.
Like, this level is amazing.
Yeah.
Who do you think's in the running for a world shot? Because sometimes it's that recurring second year or person, right?
Yes.
And then sometimes it's someone who's just coming up amazingly.
Yeah. You know, our strength, I always tell people, it's woods, wheels, and fire.
Okay.
Any of those elements that are kind of included in there,
Yeah.
we've got a potential, we've got a shot for.
Yeah.
So welding would be a strength of ours.
Yeah.
Plumbing is another one. I include that in the fire category because of the soldering.
Yeah.
Electricals,
100%.
both levels of
Yeah.
electricals in there. Cabinet making.
Okay.
And
yeah.
and I would love to get back. We've been in a bit of a dry spell and sort of on the wheels side of it, but
yeah.
auto service, auto body, car
Auto tech,
painting,
yeah.
heavy equipment. I mean, my goodness, come on. I mean,
Yeah.
heavy equipment.
Yeah.
Come
That's
on,
your bread
people.
and butter.
Alberta brought heavy equipment to the world stage. We should be there every single time. So that's
I don't know. The mines in
I
Saskatchewan
know.
got something on you.
see, and this is what I like. And this is what I like. Between Alberta and
Yeah,
Saskatchewan,
yeah.
we're so competitive.
Yeah, we are.
You know, with
It's
this
like,
kind
who's richer, you or me?
yeah. But we push each other, right?
Yeah, we
That's
do.
the great
We
thing
do.
about
Yeah.
this competition model,
And it's
right?
funny because people from Saskatchewan and Alberta go back and forth so freely
Yes.
that you'll run into somebody in Alberta and they'll be like, oh yeah, you Saskatchewan boys. I'm like, I bet you got family in Saskatchewan.
Of course they
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Our staff team. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it's inevitable, right?
It's inevitable.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're separate, but we're
all
we're
the same
we're the
farming
same
communities.
totally.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a lot of we share Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd. Yeah, and we got the better half, but that's okay.
Get me here. Throw me
Yeah,
throw me
there you go.
something. Throw me something.
Yeah, I love Edmonton. Oilers. Hey, go Oilers. Yo.
Last
come
night,
on. Beautiful.
it
It was wonderful.
we were the better team.
Mhm.
So, I knew that we were going to come through that series. I appreciated the coach's comments about the team. Let's hope he's right that this is a better team than last year because
Well,
we're going to need to be good to get
last
through.
round.
Yeah, we're going to need to be good to beat Florida.
looks tough.
I know.
And like physically,
Yeah.
they're grinding
I know.
teams down.
Yeah.
I think Edmonton could do it because last year they were too finesse. They're not as finessey this year,
It's true.
right?
Yeah,
They got
more
little
of a
bit meat.
defensive structure.
Yeah, they got a little bit more meat. They're willing to hit a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you got to do against Florida. Are we going to talk about skills at all?
I'd say, hey, I'm just the guest. I'm just the guest. That's it.
It's 100% my fault. 100% my fault.
It's all good, man.
We're having too much fun. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So you got 62 people here.
62 people. Yeah.
And you got them all over the floor. You got them working hard.
Yep.
You got 100 people in total.
Yep.
How do you coordinate that many people? How do you keep them inspired and motivated to not let the nerves
Yep.
and the pressure and the competition get to them?
Yeah. Good question. We have a great staff team.
Yeah.
Right. So the logistical support is there. We pride ourselves on, making sure that for our part, logistically from start to finish, we only select them in the first week of May.
Yeah. So it hasn't been a long time.
No,
Yeah.
so the turnaround is really quick. So what we're trying to do, when we have a provincial competition is we're, in a lot of ways, we're trying to set whoever's going to move on up for success at nationals,
Yeah.
right? Given that we don't have a lot of time to train in between. So logistically, everything is sound because our team is looking after those pieces. We've got great coaches, we've got great trainers, and throughout the year, every year, but this year in particular, because it is a qualifying year,
World's Year.
we're impressing upon all of our colleges, polytechnics, our network schools. We got to bring our best and our brightest here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We want to win. We want to perform well,
Yeah.
right? Everybody's a winner,
Yeah.
but it's still great to be on the
Podiums
podium.
feel great.
Yeah, podiums feel amazing, right?
Yeah,
And so, we have orientations for the kids, as everybody does, right? And we provide a bit of
You show them all the flags on the wall to be like, we are used
Absolutely.
to winning.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
No pressure but pressure,
Yeah.
right?
Well, and this is where you are. The best clams are in a pressure cooker, right?
Totally.
And this is the experience.
Yes,
This is what sets them up for success for the rest of their lives.
absolutely.
Right.
The workforce is a competitive environment,
It is, yeah.
right? And so this is really a reflection on this stuff here, folks from Alberta, of course, that are
they're
coming
everywhere.
by and saying hi. So, we're looking for intrinsically motivated individuals.
Mhm.
We never have any problems with these people that we travel across the country with because they're high achievers.
Yeah. They
Right.
want to be there.
They want to
They
be
got a
there
goal, yeah.
and they want to perform. They want to do well.
You're not fighting to get them off their
No.
cell phone or off their Game Boy.
No.
That's not a thing.
No,
Yeah.
we have the conversation,
Yeah.
and it's a very short conversation. Everybody adheres to it because it's 2 days. We want in their skills journey, if they've come from regional, provincial, and on to national,
Mhm.
those 2 days at national, we want those to be their best.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what we want,
Yeah.
right? And so when they reflect on that experience, when they look back, we want them
Yeah.
to be proud.
And
right?
they will be, right?
Yes.
That cycle of the family, the mafia, the skills mafia, right?
That's right.
Where you come in and as a competitor, and then you slide into an NTC role or the NAC role, and then you're kind of in the family. And it's amazing how much later, then they're the instructors and
Yes.
the teachers and the mentors, and it becomes a cyclical nature of mentorship.
Yeah, just like apprenticeship.
Yeah, yeah,
Just like apprenticeship. When we talk to our alumni,
yeah,
the biggest theme that they want to be able to give back.
yeah.
Back when I started in skills, and so this was early 2000s, it was really difficult for us to get alumni in that top tier, those Team Canada folks,
Mm-hmm.
to come back and help. And we just figured, okay,
Because they're all working, making
they're
money.
all
right?
working,
Yeah.
once they kind of, get the career settled, the family settled, then maybe they'll come back.
Mhm.
But that has been a shift.
Yeah.
Right. So in the last decade or so, a lot of those guys and gals have come
Mhm.
back
Yeah.
to be on committees provincially. And then once you're,
Support and help.
and so it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's, we've seen a lot of kids come through, collectively, across the country, all of our skills programs.
Yeah.
Right. And so having that alumni base, succession planning,
Yeah.
down the road, bringing the competitive ideas to the competition space from a competitor's
Well,
perspective.
and they can bring
super
back what they've
valuable.
seen at other competitions, different years.
Yep.
Things change, things advance.
Always
It's
evolving.
all valuable.
Just like industry, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, everything's evolving.
Now you brought up the regionals, the provincials,
Mhm.
and then off to nationals.
Yep.
Now Alberta is the highest compulsory trades province in Canada.
Yep.
Trades are a backbone of
Yes,
the Alberta
no
economy, and
question.
they always have been. It's part of what Albertans are proud of in terms of the quality and ability of their workmanship. Now, how do you coordinate so many venues that are able to provide viable competitors? Because you got a lot, right? So you're going to have a lot of people trying at regionals, a lot of people trying at provincials. How do you bring that all together and whittle it down to the select few?
Yeah, it's partnerships to be able to structure that. We
Yeah.
chop the province up into 9 regions,
Okay.
and a post-secondary or a college
Yeah.
is the backbone
Yeah.
of each of those regionals. So the
Yeah.
colleges and the polytechnics are all on board. Most of the deans sit at our board. So they want to open the doors, right? For them, it's an opportunity for, their shops to the exposure with kids in their shops, their faculty, like our technical network of
Yeah,
350 from across the province. A lot of those are faculty.
Yeah.
in there. So the kids are coming to the colleges first, and in most of those communities,
They get captured. Yeah.
yeah, and that college is, it's a trainer,
Mhm.
it's an employer, it's a significant part of each of those communities.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And so we're driving traffic there. The kids are coming to compete. And then
Mhm.
it's like any other competition
And then plus
model.
you got the venue to practice at and train
It
at.
does.
and- yeah,
Absolutely. So we're starting to build that relationship as early as possible.
Yeah.
Cream rises to the top. We take the top ones on to provincials. This is at a secondary level. We only do regionals at a secondary level.
Okay. Just
Uh,
because there's so many more.
yeah, and,
Yeah.
and again, they haven't quite decided where they want to go in that career journey. So our focus really is on that secondary environment. We want to try to influence young people and show them the world of trades and technology, work.
Yeah.
Once you get to post-secondary, we're using those guys for world's competition.
Yeah, they got a different angle.
You
yeah.
betcha.
Yeah.
We don't have any plumbing secondary, in
Right.
our province. So I need plumbing to be shown at a post-secondary level, but we also have an age restriction. So
Yeah.
we adhere to the world's restriction. We're the only
Under
ones.
22.
Yeah, we're the only ones in the country that do. And so what I like about that and what we like philosophically is that when you come to our competition,
You can ride the
it's
train
youth.
to the end.
It's youth on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
It's youth doing amazing things so that young people can see and it looks attainable,
Yeah.
right?
And they can see the outcome ahead of them.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been in the position as ED?
2005.
So 20 years.
Yep. My predecessor went to World Skills 2009.
Mm-hmm.
He was the second hire there to be the vice president operations.
Cool.
That's when we transitioned and been with the organization since 2001.
24 years.
Little while. And it's been amazing.
So what were you before the ED?
I have a media background.
Okay. I was going to ask,
Yeah.
what's the trade or connection
Yeah.
that brought you into the family?
I went to NAIT,
Yep.
and I took broadcasting. Fortunate to start in the Edmonton market.
Yeah.
Did that for about 10 years, was looking for something to transition to, marketing communications. And I was familiar with Skills because one of our founders, he's fairly recently passed, but that family, I'm good friends with his oldest son.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Anytime there was a ceremonies or whatever, he always tap me and go,
MC.
hey, would you MC? So
I've had that job a lot.
I had a little bit of familiarity, with that side. And then, as the organization matured
Mm-hmm.
and they went, okay, we've got programming and we've got administration. We'd like to get into communication.
Yeah.
And so applied for a communications coordinator role there. I was transitioning out of media, and this was, again, back in the early 2000s when it was
the two aughts.
none of the socials. It was just radio, television, and print.
Mm-hmm.
And they were looking for, someone that could help them with the public relations side predominantly, and interviewed, and the rest is history.
Now, once you came in, because first of all, everyone's got their own mandate. So as an ED, you came in very storied. Alberta's part of the OG group of skills. What was going to be your flavor? You had been in the company 4 years. Then, you're going to be ED now.
Yep.
What is it that you wanted to bring to the table that was new or different?
You know what? When I look back financially, and we were still a younger organization, incorporated in 1992.
92, yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're still young in our evolution, and financially we needed a foundation from which to grow and build.
Yeah.
And we're grateful. The province of Alberta, sees tremendous value in us, and so setting that right financial foundation with the province in particular
Mm-hmm.
gave us a great platform to spring off of.
Yeah.
And now today they're still an incredible partner of ours, but we've been able to scale the organization, significantly over the the last 20 years.
Yeah.
But really, as a result of that sort of foundational support, we were always a competition organization, but we've branched into so many more different avenues,
Yeah.
younger audiences,
Well, and
right? Which is really
and
important.
programming.
Yes.
That never was a thing.
Never.
Right? And now there's camps and
Yep.
workshops and all that stuff.
Tried trade takeout. We
Mhm.
trademarked,
Yeah.
try a trade, before the 09 event. So we've, that really sort of set the stage. And then you're able to build your team and build your business.
Your brand.
And knowing that you've got that solid financial base. And everything else, from there has been about opportunity, changing landscapes, COVID provided, as terrible as it was.
There was a whole lot of positive technologies and forms of communication that came out of it. Yeah.
That's where Tried Trade Takeout came. Our hits and distance delivered really came out of that. Before then, we were all brick and mortar. Everybody had to come to us. Right. And that turn and that
and you
shift.
don't even see how limiting that is until you can.
So this is it. And I don't know, maybe we never would have come upon it.
Yeah. Like we wouldn't have even known that we didn't know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
When COVID hit and it was, okay, this thing is happening and provincials is canceled, then it was, well, what can we do?
What can you do? Yeah.
What can we do? And that's when we started to do this. Well, we've got to do something.
Yeah. Well, like, why is IT canceled? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Sounds fine to me.
Well, and even trade. We just went, look, if we can bring them here, can we send things to them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And so, we're proud when we look back on those moments. That was really the genesis of let's send it to them.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's actually easier and cheaper for everybody.
And then we'll link together. There's nothing like this though.
Yeah.
Right. There's nothing like, people getting together. I mean, the energy that is here, like, I don't know if people can hear the
fills
kids.
Your cup. Oh yeah. No, they hear them. And that's why we love to do the podcast here.
Yeah. Which is great.
Because we could do these online. We could do this and thing, but I want people to hear the chaos,
the energy.
Right. And the energy. And there's literally around us right now, like 300 kids.
Yeah. And that's what this is about.
Yeah.
Right. It's experiential. And you can't get that from a piece of paper. You can't get that really looking through the screen.
Yeah.
They need to see it, try it, touch it, smell it, ask all the good questions and the how much can I make? Where do I go to school?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I've had so many questions being like, what does podcast have to do with welding? I'm like, why not? I'm a welder and I do a podcast.
Yeah.
Welding can do anything.
Okay.
Right? Like any of these trades can go on.
Yes,
you never know where a trade will take you.
Yeah. Well, this is an incredible change.
Yeah.
Even the program. So, we have TV video production as one of
our
our competition areas. And so the program that I went through at NAIT is, of course, at our provincials. And it's changed over the years.
Yeah.
Right? We're not just sending people out in the world to be radio broadcasters and, folks on TV. We're teaching them about this and this environment and how to prepare for that. So it's really cool. I mean,
awesome.
As the world changes, training providers change.
Well, and honestly, trading providers should be on the front edge, not the back edge, right?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I mean, ideally, you want to be teaching the newest tech, the newest process, the newest whatever, right? Now,
with industry's guidance.
With industry's guidance, because they're the ones telling you what we need.
Yes, absolutely. So in concert, in step with each other, right?
Now, I know that 20 years ago, 25 years ago, Skills, when it was in the infancy, there was a lot of Skills banging on schools' doors, let us in, banging at colleges, let us in. And it was like, guidance counselors weren't interested. Teachers were like, man, we got great universities, nah. But I find that now, 2025, in most of the provinces I've talked to, it's flipped. Now the colleges are coming to Skills being like, bring us a camp, bring us a program. Yep. We want you to come in. When can you come in? Are you finding the same in Alberta? Has it switched to the other way where it's like, now you're struggling to find time to commit to all the things that are asked?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is a capacity issue now. And again, we feel very fortunate where we are in Alberta, where this is important. It's important for, socially, financially, for our province. And so there's a real emphasis and a real drive, and we're grateful to be a part of that. Yeah. Right. So you're absolutely right. The shift has happened. If we had more, we'd be able to do more. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Now, how's the growth been in your 20 years? Like, what was it like when you started versus now?
Yeah, more humble, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in borrowed office space somewhere.
Yeah.
You've got a team of about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And over time you come to figure out that space that was free, is a risk, right? So you branch out and you get your first office space, and that's kind of a big step, and
that's right.
That builds you a little bit more
then
capacity.
You got a brick and mortar now.
This is it, right? And so, and then you start building bit by bit. You start adding components to the organization. So, early when I started, I'm the fundraiser. I'm the fundraiser for everything, but it's not realistic, right? Mm-hmm. As you grow, you need
do it all.
You need professionals.
Yeah.
You need people that really know that side of things. And we've got a great FD team, that is there.
Yeah.
That infusion of dollars allows programming to grow and expand, right?
Yeah.
And communication to blossom, right? Mm-hmm. And then you need more administration, and now you need a bigger office. Now you need a warehouse,
and
now
all
you
that
need
communication creates
all
work.
that stuff.
Now you need people to do the work, right?
Well, this is it. And on the social side, I mean, it used to be we do PR, we do some media buys, but this social side needs dedicated people that are working this all the time on all the different platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's I mean, we're double, triple the size now
Capacity,
today. I mean, numbers wise, we're reaching over 40,000 kids on an annual basis. So you need all of that in order to be able to support all of that growth. But it's just super cool, super fun. Love being a part of it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about it all week. Like how I think every tradesperson at some point in their career should go to a national competition and spend the 2 days walking around, pick a couple trades, maybe not even yours, and follow them through. Get invested, how they do, pick a winner like at the racetrack and see if they're your person, or cheer for your province or whatever.
Totally.
I think it's a valuable and on a number of levels. Number one, it's valuable to just know that this exists because many people don't even know this is a thing. And this is like the dang Olympics. It's like knowing what the Olympics
That's exactly
is.
what this is.
And then number two is this fills your cup. Like you come out of this just being like, oh my God, just energized. You know what I mean? And as you know, in corporate world, bureaucracy world, sometimes you start getting beaten down by the man and you're like, oh, phone calls and emails and spreadsheets and blah, blah, blah. And then you come to a couple of these and you're like, okay, now I know. Now I know I'm doing this. Yeah.
It just is. Like to see young people doing these amazing things, to be so accomplished at such a young age.
Well, could you imagine? I was so dumb. I was like, wow.
We got to cut ourselves some slack here, Max.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was 18.
We had encyclopedias to get all of our information.
I was welding at 17, so at least I had my trade.
Hey, but you had an early start, which is great.
That's the thing. I started early, but my dad was a welder. So that's the family thing. My dad was like, hey, get a job this summer. And I was like, oh, just go work at Dairy Queen like my friends. And he's like, no, you're not, dummy. You're coming to the shop.
Yeah. Some of the best advice you ever got.
Yeah, and here I am, right?
Are.
I'm executive director for the dang welding company, right? So,
yeah, absolutely.
So, you work on it and you try to build it, but you can't do it without the sponsors and the partners that you find.
Yep.
That's a big part of it. Now,
Huge.
Luckily out here in the West, I would say like from Manitoba West, we have no lack of great companies and sponsors and a lot of like large but still locally based companies.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. SMEs play a huge role in what we do.
Yeah.
And I mean, dollars are required, dollars are necessary, but so
the
much
big wheels are great.
Yeah. But so much of what we do out on that floor doesn't come from dollars.
Yeah.
Right? Like we need, probably
consumable
5-6 million
Yeah.
tools, equipment, and materials.
Yeah.
You couldn't afford to buy that every single year.
No.
Right? So this is all the partnerships with the partners, the colleges.
Yeah.
Right? Stuff that you've been able to secure through those partnerships, right?
Training centers.
We've got trailers full of equipment that we have, and then the rest of it is through partnership.
Yeah.
Like the most significant part of cost for us, or sort of that, if you're looking at dollars versus the in-kind outweighs it many times over.
For sure, and it's just as valuable. I actually, when I first got the ED job here, we didn't even have an in-kind concept at CWB. I'm like, guys, we need to get it because in-kind is valuable. They're like, well, it's not real money. I'm like, yeah, but it's not money we spent. What are you not understanding?
Bingo.
Like it's $500, $500. Yeah, but $500 that I don't have to spend is still $500.
Yes.
Like, what do you? It's not that complicated.
Absolutely, that wood's not going to come from anywhere, and if somebody doesn't help us with it,
we'll have to spend it.
Then we're going to have to spend it.
Right.
And it's expensive.
That's right.
Everything is expensive.
Just last year, we had a donor from Edmonton give us a sea can full of electrodes. They finished a job. They had over-ordered, and they have an expiry date on them. And once they expire, they're no good for industry. But guess who loves expired electrodes? Skills and training centers.
Absolute training centers.
Right?
Yep.
So through our network at the CWB, we actually distributed that. It was like 4.5 tons of electrodes all over Alberta and Saskatchewan.
Totally.
A little bit made it into Manitoba, but we ate it all up. But a lot of it went to skills groups. Right? They needed electrodes. Hey, burn these up.
But this is it. We're taking 8 compressors in refrigeration back with us.
Yeah.
Because they're incredibly expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They're not useful to anybody here, so we're going to take them back. And we'll use them in our competition, right?
100%.
So we're looking for opportunities all the time.
That's
all
what
the
you
time,
got to do.
right?
Yeah.
We need capital, of course. We need cash. We need in kind, and we need people.
Yeah.
Passionate people.
The
This
volunteers, the
This thing
champions.
runs on passion, right?
Yeah.
We always say, if you're coming on the board, you're coming to volunteer, champion first.
Yeah.
It's a champion first mentality.
Yeah.
You got to love this stuff because this stuff is work.
Oh, yeah.
This stuff
And
is
some of
not.
it's frustrating.
Yeah, and it's not passive, right?
Yeah,
You're not here to stuff bags,
Yeah.
right? These are going to be long weeks.
That's
You're going
right.
to love them.
Yeah, and you're not going to sleep much.
No, but that's the type of individual that we're looking for. That's
and
what
we
makes
were all those people in other industries. You don't end up in these not-for-profit passion jobs without already kind of like you were heading there.
Totally.
You're on your way.
Yeah.
It's just who grabbed you first,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the best thing, for me. I worked in the private sector. Shift to this place, and again, I feel fortunate that we're a have. There are a lot of great organizations out there that really struggle. We're
They're
not
really
one of those
struggling, yeah,
organizations. So I think that might be a bit tough, but it's great to be meaningful, right? To do great work, to have a solid reputation, to be looked at as a go-to.
And if you are a have, be the leader.
Yes.
And show what that looks like.
yeah, absolutely.
Because that's the template that everyone hopes to fall into,
Totally.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet.
Now, in terms of your time that you've been with the organization, and this is like based off the idea of the essential skills and the skills for change, what skills have you had to learn as ED working with skills?
Writing's the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and
documentation.
documentation.
Yeah.
Right, and so it's a craft.
It is. I'm not great at it.
Yeah,
I'm a leader by leading. I'm that type of a leader.
Yeah.
I'm I like vision. I like, coordinating and managing.
Yeah.
But then someone says, put that all into a spreadsheet, and I just want to like rip my eyes out of my head.
Yeah, a little bit of that
Yeah.
too. Financial management,
Yeah.
outside of your own budgets and,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
some investment work or whatever. When you're dealing with, a business and an organization,
Yeah.
your first audit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my
you know what I mean?
God. Like, okay, it's like millions of dollars, and you're asking me about who bought the gum. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
So financial acumen, it does matter. But
It
you know
does.
what? But it's funny, I mean,
Mhm.
but then you take that back in your personal life as well, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you're building skills.
Yeah.
That's it. You're building the toolbox. Doesn't matter what you do.
yeah.
And over the years, the more things, and as things grew and as
Mhm.
responsibility increased,
And you pull out the tool you need when you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's exactly it, buddy.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
so numeracy and document use.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. In a big way. In a big way.
Good,
And
good.
still learning all the time.
Yeah. Now, a lot of the provinces in Canada and territories use Alberta-based curriculum. Alberta has been a leader for a lot of things.
Yep.
Do you find that you're kind of almost like competing against things that you built yourself?
Well, that's an interesting concept, actually. I hadn't even thought of that. Hey, I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Stop it, people. Stop making it so damn difficult for us. We want it back.
Yeah.
What do you do? It's the competitive environment, right?
Yeah,
If people
it
are
is what
using
is.
it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's great.
Again, whatever pushes us,
yeah.
right? Failure helps
Well,
you
it's
to
a
learn,
skills
right?
family, right? It's a skills
Right.
family.
It's a skills family, but we still
Yeah.
want to win.
Well, there's big brother, little brother,
Yeah,
little
yeah.
sister family
Totally.
relationships, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We want the country to do well, but we want Alberta to do just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Just needs to be a
Yeah.
little bit
Are you
better.
going to be going to Shanghai?
That's the plan. We'll
Yeah,
see who
gets on the podiums on Saturday.
Team Canada.
Yeah.
You betcha.
That's
yeah.
gonna be exciting.
So medal count, Team Canada, because that'll be significant for us. I mean, fingers crossed. I mean, you just never know how that's going to be. We should have some people on the team. We just don't know exactly where that's
Yeah,
going to come from. So
if my boss hears this, as I'm sure he will,
Yeah.
we're still trying to figure out how to fund getting to Shanghai. So we'll figure it out.
should be there. Should be there.
I think we should do the podcast there.
But-
I think people would love
That'd be
to
amazing.
see an English broadcast in Shanghai, China.
You
Well, yeah,
betcha.
she doesn't want to go to Shanghai, China. I'll take someone else.
And we'll be able to interview the Team Canada welder from Alberta.
Oh,
That's in Shanghai. So that'll be amazing.
There you go. There you go. Gauntlet has been drawn. All right, last couple questions before we wrap this up. First of all, as a spectator, put on your spectator lenses and you've walked the floor, you've been around the whole building and seen this amazing venue. Which are your top 3 trades that you like to watch? The top 3 that you like to just spectate? Like if you could just put your feet up
Yep.
and watch it.
Yeah. Cabinet making,
Cabinet making.
car painting.
Car painting.
Yeah.
That's what I haven't heard yet.
Yeah, car
Yeah.
painting and landscape gardening.
Okay, so landscape has been on
Yeah,
everyone's list.
I'm sure it is.
Baking has been on most
Okay.
lists.
Yeah.
There's only been one welding and one car painting.
Okay.
Now. Okay. Someone said bricklaying too.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah. The brickies are good.
Yeah.
Cabinet making. I mean, any of the natural material stuff is fascinating to me.
I would be so terrible as a welder. Wood terrifies me.
Yeah. Fabric, even fashion.
Yeah.
I just
seamstress. Yeah.
I know. I don't know how it all kind of comes together. It just seems
well,
so
it didn't,
Thanks, buddy. Seems so loose and anyway. I don't dress myself. Come on. Somebody picked this out for me.
This is all paid for.
Yeah, bought and paid for. Yeah. Hey?
Yeah, there you go. And last question. If you could start it all over, if you can hit that reset button, knowing everything you know about these trades, which one would you pick now?
I'm drawn to cabinet making.
Yeah,
I've always been drawn to cabinet making.
What I love about cabinet making is that they build all that stuff without nails.
Yes.
Like when they just like dovetail and groove, tongue and groove.
Yeah.
And what are all the terms they have?
The piece of furniture that's made at the end of the day. And you were in Kazan.
Yeah, I was in Kazan.
You have such an appreciation when you get to that world's level.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And, the piece of furniture that is done over 4 days. And that
will last 1,000 years.
Yeah, and that would take weeks.
Oh,
of a craftsman. You know what I mean? And
these kids are hammering it out with hundreds of people watching
them. But by then, they've learned to block all that kind of stuff out.
Kazan was 73 hectares of competition grounds.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That blew my mind.
Yeah, not to get political, but I'm so glad we weren't there when we
right
were.
Before. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So
the food was, I still talk about that. The food was amazing.
Yeah,
it was great.
It was a super cool experience.
Yeah,
everybody should go to a Worlds.
Absolutely.
They just should.
Yeah.
Like your mind will be blown. Shanghai will be amazing.
I got to get there. And plus, I love Asian food.
Yeah.
I'm into that. So, give it to me. I want feet sticking out of it and things.
Ken Heather will tell you some stories about China. He says it's tough to get a good cup of coffee there. So I'm going to hold him to that. We'll
I like tea.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I'm a coffee.
Yeah. Well, so am I, but
okay.
He'll do.
He'll do.
They have great beer.
Oh.
Some of the best beer in the world in China.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're down.
Talking my language. I'm in. We just need a competitor.
Oh, we'll figure it out this week. I got my bets on some Saskatchewan kids, so I think they're going to be on the podium there for Worlds. So I'm hoping for it.
I like a team where again, lots of Alberta, but where everybody's got a little piece of the action.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like a really
and
diverse
then it's easy
team.
to support the whole country because it is Team Canada.
It's good for everybody.
Yeah, it is.
Really is good for everybody.
Like when I look at Nunavut and they have 14 people here, I remember when they used to have one.
Yes.
Right, and I interviewed oh my gosh, I forget his name.
He's new to us.
Yeah, he's like 6 weeks in.
Sorry, yeah. sorry.
But we're talking, and I was like, could you imagine having someone on the go to Worlds? And he's like, we haven't really even thought about that. Right. We're just happy to be here. I'm like, but what if?
Yeah.
Like that changes everything, right?
Do you know it was a really cool thing? And we haven't done it in a while, but I think we're entertaining it again. There is desire for an Americas.
So they did do them in the past.
They did.
Yeah.
And that gave us a chance to build a representative team.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really necessarily about results. It was about representation. And every province and territory had somebody on that team.
So in 2018, when we were training up for Kazan, they did do an Americas for welding. And it was Mexico, U.S., and Canada.
Which is cool.
And we sent Adam down for the week, and it was...
Where was that? Was that in Huntsville?
Yes, it was in Huntsville.
Okay. Yeah.
And they got to compete against between the three countries, and that was awesome. And then we sent them to a competition in Australia for an exchange.
Oh, yes.
And you know what? We're not really doing those things anymore. Those like inter-country warm-ups. Like I realize that post-COVID, money's not been the same thing.
Yep.
Like we had a lot of money thrown around right before COVID. It almost felt like we were at our richest ever before COVID.
Right.
And maybe we'll never get back to that because things have changed.
I hope we do.
I
think there's a way.
Because those
opportunities
opportunities are insanely good.
Yeah. It's massive. You never want to send your world's competitor overseas, jet lag, food, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
For the first time going into their competition.
Yeah.
Absolutely don't
want
to
do that. Or send them
a
week early and pay for the hotels because it takes a couple days to get your bearings.
It's a challenge.
And the food. North Americans are picky eaters. I hate to say it, but lots of kids are not great at new foods, right? So sometimes I've seen that get to people.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. In our cabinet maker and Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
There was a Tim Hortons, and he was getting Tim Hortons grilled
3
cheese.
times a day.
Dude, it was, but you do what you have to do because you know what this means. And if that made him comfortable, and it did, and so we did, like if you're going to, achieve that mark, right, get that medallion, get on that podium, that's what you do. You go to Tim Hortons.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, you get it done.
Well, I've loved this conversation. Thank you so
likewise.
much, buddy. Yeah,
super fun.
Great,
Thanks.
Great to have you on
Appreciate
the show.
Appreciate the invite. Thank you.
Great. And for all the people that have been following along with the Skills Podcast here this week, this is one of the last ones. We got 13 in total. So if you came into this one first, make sure you check out all 13 podcasts. We got every province and territory represented, and it has been such a good time. We're going to wrap up the week, and I know we're going to do a little bit of media, social media tomorrow with the closing ceremonies and the medals, especially, of course, welding. We're going to have our eye on. So follow us online and check out everything we're doing. We love you, and catch the next episode.
We hope you enjoyed the show.